Hello everyone, thank you for joining again. My name is Taylor and today I'm going to show you how to use classes in Python. Classes are a very important concept when utilizing object-oriented programming. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and look at my previous tutorials on how to install Python as well as Vim, because I'll be utilizing those two programs in this video. Let's create a new class Python file by typing vim. We will name this file fruit.py. And in this fruit.py we will create our first class. The way we do that is typing fruit and then the name of the class, so we will name this class fruit. Add a colon at the end and hit enter. And in this fruit class, we need to initialize the variables as well as functions within this class. The way we do that is typing def underscore underscore init underscore underscore open and close parentheses. And inside of those parentheses, we need to include the self keyword. This references back to itself, the fruit class. Now let's add a colon at the end of the init function. And in here we will create variables. The way we do that is typing self dot and then the name of the variable you would like. I will name this name and I will give it a value string. Then I will say self, and here we will add the cost. I'll give it a value float, and then lastly let's give it a color, and I'll give it a value string as well. Next, let's go ahead and create a function to set the name, the cost, and the color. We will create three separate functions for this. We can create the function by typing def space set name open parentheses self close parentheses and add a colon at the end. And in here we will type self.name is equal to, I'll give this a variable name as well, so I will say a capital N name. In order to call this name variable, we need to make sure it is included in our arguments here. Arguments are just variables to be passed into a function. Let's go ahead and add this name variable. We can do that by adding comma after self and now add name. Let's do this for cost. We will create the set cost function by typing def space set cost. Also include self. I'll add the cost here as well in the arguments with a capital C and add a colon at the end. And now let's call the self.cost variable by typing self.cost is equal to capital C cost. Finally, we will add the color by typing def set color self comma color. Add a colon at the end and say self.color is equal to capital C color. So now that we've created these three functions, let's display the results after we set the name, the cost, and the color. I will create a display function by typing def space display, and we need to include self inside of the arguments. We will use the print function to display the output of the self.name variable, self.cost variable, and self.color variable. Let's use print self.name, print self.color, print self.cost. Okay, now that we have this class set up, let's go ahead and exit out of here by pushing escape :WQ to save the file. Now let's create our main function and call the fruits.py class. We have to first say vim space main.py here. Now that we're in the main Python file, let's import our class by typing from fruit import star. This means from the fruit.py file, import everything. Now let's say if __name ___ double equals open and close quotations ___ main ___. We always want to include this so that way we instantiate the main function of our code. Now let's create an instance of the fruit class. We will name this particular fruit class apple. And I will set it equal to fruit open and close parentheses. And now we can call our functions within the fruit class by referencing apple. So let's set the name of apple by typing apple.setName. This set name comes from the fruit class. As you recall, we created it earlier, and it is of type string. In here we will say apple. We will also call the other functions, so set cost, which will be $2.50. Finally, let's call the setColor function by typing apple.setColor, and we will color this red. Now let's display the fruit of apple by calling apple.display open and close parentheses. Now let's escape :WQ. Let's run this main function and see if it calls the fruit.py class by typing python space main.py. As you can see, it created the object apple, set its color as red, and set the price as $2.50. Thank you all for watching, and I hope this tutorial helped you understand classes in Python. Hope to see you next time.